All right, it's time to compare Idle Cosmos to the Idle Curl, Idle Synergy, and the one that everyone keeps asking about. How's it compared to the Zen? We're gonna find out in this review. We're gonna start right like we did in the first one. We'll start with Idle Cosmos. It does have some lane shine on from the last video that we did. It just goes to the pins like butter. And you can see with the lane shine, it is a little cleaner and a little quicker down lane than it was out of the box. Again, the layout on this one is 50 by 5 1/4 by 40, dual angle layout. 5 left. Goes through them like butter, and when it doesn't, it just throws logs. Wasn't the best shot on my part, but we'll take it. And this is a fresh house shot. The back ends are pretty crisp, so we have to be careful with the pearls. All right, 5 more left. Yeah, just overshot that a little bit. Try it again. Trying to be a little more forward so it's not extremely violent down lane because of how fresh they are. He just ran them about 5 minutes ago, so they're as fresh as they can be. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna let me do it from there. Because I got my hand around that one and it hit that spot down lane and it's not gonna happen. All right, we're gonna move 5 more left and slow it down a tad because they are fresh. There we go. Might have been a speed thing instead of a release change there. But as you can see from the other video, just how versatile the Idle Cosmos is and can be. Five more left. Slower speed. Got a little lazy on that shot. And remember, this is fresh, so we're asking quite a bit of any ball from this area of the lane. On the fresh house shot, there's a ton of oil in the middle. Slow wheel. right, we're gonna go to the original idle. Much smoother and much earlier than the Cosmos. It's gonna be the earliest and smoothest ball that I throw here today. I know there are a lot of original idle fans out there, and I'm one of them. Just a predictable benchmark ball. Start right, we're gonna move left just like we did with the Cosmos. See how much earlier and smoother it is compared to the Cosmos. Five more left. Not the best shot. Also can't give it away too far. Just the nature of the ball. It's a little too smooth to throw it right, it'll burn up. And we'll leave that pesky 10 pin, which we almost did there, but we got the lucky hit. 5 left. That's what I'm talking about. When you leak it right, it just doesn't have the juice to get up the hill because it burns up when you throw it to the friction. And that could be why the Cosmos is not getting it from there either, from that part of the lane. When you move left, it's had some time to be in the oil before it gets to that friction, instead of just throwing it directly into it. And the Cosmos very well could be because of how strong the cover stock is. 5 more left. This is where the idle is going to start to struggle. Well, maybe not. I just pured that one. Five more left with the original idle, and then we'll get into a idle pearl. You can see it just doesn't have the energy down lane to get that 10 out and continue driving through them. We'll slow wheel it one more time and then we'll get to the idle pearl. There we go. All right, it's time for the idle pearl. Remember, the idle pearl, same core, icon core, but it had the E-Trax pearl, which is much weaker than Micro-Trax and the Extreme Trax. This idle pearl probably has the same amount of games as the idle Cosmos now. Haven't put many games on it. It's pretty fresh. And another one of my all-time favorites. I just don't get the chance to throw it as much as I used to. 5 more left with the idle pearl. Uh-oh, bad shot. We'll try that again. Forgot to change the thumb switch grip, by the way. Best in the business. Turbo switch grips. If I didn't have turbo switch grips, it'd be a lot harder to get feel from ball to ball. We got the right thumb now. Try that again. Better. Yeah, I threw that one a little hard. Auto pearl for me has always looked really good from left. It's a very angular piece, and they normally don't look the best for me from straight because they're just too violent, or they're a little speed sensitive from right, like you just saw there. If I gas it just a tad, it won't make it back. All right, 5 left. See, this is where the ball shines. You can throw it to the friction and it bounces off of it. Tons of energy. Unlike the original idle where you can see it gets lazy off of it because how strong that cover stock is. Same core again, but you can see the differences in cover stock between the idle, the Cosmos, and the idle pearl. Cover stock is a huge, huge part of ball motion. Five more left. Throw from there one more time. Might have got it just a tad slow. But when they're fresh like this, it's not really the ideal time to throw a really quick responsive ball like the idle pearl. There we go. Just got to feed it to the friction. Five more left. Yeah, that's the idle pearl's wheelhouse right there. It just loves to circle the lane, respond off the friction, and just run things over. Slow wheel from idle pearl, and then we'll get into the idle synergy. Yeah, I could just throw it from there all day. Okay, let's get into the idle synergy. Idle synergy for me is a ball that I used quite a bit when it first came out, and then it slowly fizzled out of my arsenal. Great ball. On the smoother side of hybrids for me. But it did win $250K at the Players Championship. All right, we're gonna stay right like we did with the other ones. Idle synergy. Use the wrong thumb again. All right, 5 left, even though that was a bad shot, but we'll just move 5 left. You can just see it's not as quick as the Pearl or the Cosmos for me. It really struggles to shape down lane, and I'm not exactly sure why, because when I first drilled the Synergy, it was really, really responsive. And then as I threw it a little bit, it just got smoother and smoother, and you can just see it doesn't really shape down lane for me. 5 more left. Really ripping on that one. You can just see it's just not going to get there. And I'm sure others experience the same thing. Right out of the box, it's not that it necessarily died, it just didn't retain its performance like it did when it was out of the box. It still hooks, it just doesn't shape. It's much earlier and smoother now than it was when it was out of the box for me. We're gonna slow this one down and see if it'll get there, but I personally don't think it will. Yeah, it responds off of it. You can see it does that, and then it just kind of goes forward when it sees the back end of the pattern, which is good on those tougher, flatter patterns. But when we're bowling on the house shot, you want it to be a little quicker down lane, and it's just not delivering that. Last shot with the Synergy, and then we'll move on to the Zen. Slow wheel. Yeah, you can just see it's just not gonna do it. All right, let's get to the Zen. The one everyone wants to see. Start right and move left like we have all the other ones. We'll try that again. Had a little approach issue up there. Better. I think this one again is another one that I don't have to tell you how good it is. You already know. If you've thrown a Zen, seen a Zen, you know how good the Zen is. 5 more left. There is a hang spot down there. I'm not really sure why, because I've only been bowling on it for, well, I guess we're getting close to 20 minutes now, but I haven't done the urethane. All right, 5 more left. It's just that really strong symmetrical core matched with that stronger Pro cover. It just does wonders. It really blends it out. It doesn't quite blend it out like the Cosmos, but for me, I think the Cosmos is a step down from the Zen, both in strength and shape. 5 left. Five more left. Splits the 8.9. All right, we'll slow wheel this and we'll wrap this video up. Unless, of course, we strike again. We'll have to just keep going until it stops striking. Send this one to the friction. Oh, I didn't get to the friction. We'll try it one more time. It hit that spot down lane. You want me to try it one more time? All right, I'll try it one more time and then we'll wrap this up. There we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Really appreciate the support. Tons of reviews coming your way soon. Tons of new balls coming out from the great brands of SPI. Really appreciate it, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.